So my name is New, and I've been to Vancouver Church for about a year since COVID. I have a husband we've been married for 15 years. I have 3 boys. One is 6, one is turning 10 this Wednesday, and 13. They go to Kingsway. My dad came to the United States with my mom's side of the family because he had to evacuate in 1975 really quick. And so because of refugee, we had a lot of sponsors from American Church. My mom and I were left behind, so we came 5 years later. When we got to high school or junior high, we got to know the Lord very intimately. We just were sold out for the Lord, but my mom didn't like that. We had a lot of family conflicts because of that, but that's how we knew the Lord. I would say, how do I know that Jesus is real? Because we grew up with ancestor worship. My brother and I, we were just pretty much locked in our room most of the time. No social life, no schooling or anything, because she didn't want the communists to brainwash our minds, because every day she doesn't know when the communists will just knock at her door, will take her house, or take her 2 little kids and just have them in the jungle or whatever. She's just constantly in fear. So I think that fear had developed post-traumatic syndrome along the way. So when we came over, there were a lot of dysfunctionals that's occurring in our family. I got my degree in theology. And then after that, got my master's in theology at Multnomah Bible. And then learned a lot through counseling, a lot of my past anger towards my mom, the family dysfunctions and so forth, and how God healed me. I think God healed me through a lot. And just by the interpersonal relationship with the Lord, how He speaks and so forth, was very healing to me. The more I learned about counseling, the more I could relate it to how my dysfunction was in the family, why I was having anxiety. I was seeing how God healed me. I wouldn't understand that if I didn't experience that, right? Because I wasn't getting that from the family. I asked the Lord, I need a challenge. This is when I was in school. I need a challenge because here I'm doing interns. I just want to work the most, toughest group. And then, I got placed in corrections, and there's different diagnoses, and so I get referrals from probation officers. And I just noticed that their struggle is very similar to a lot of people's struggles. It's just deeper. So in counseling, I just know that along the way, when we share our stories, eventually we do need a rescuer along the way, but we just tend to forget, or we were distracted with other things. But I know that if I listen to their stories, I can offer the everlasting water, and the food that will never leave them hungry. I said, Lord, I really want out. And I remember He says, no, continue to persevere, because I still have my sheep there. And I think that was my last time when I said I wanted to quit, and He said, no, I still have my sheep there. So I think from now, and then I asked God, give me a purpose, specifically, a vision specifically, but I think He wants me to get His children back. He wants His lost sheep back, because they've been distracted with a lot of things, in this world, and He loves them so much. He just wants them back.